This is a book review of the Giraffes on Horseback Salad. A really odd title. It's starring the Marx Brothers. Screenplay by Salvador Dali. And it's by Josh Frank, adapted with Tim Heidecker and illustrated by Manuel Patega. The strangest movie never made. And perhaps when you look through it, maybe it probably should never have been made. Or even considered being made. However, what is it? Well, it's a never-made movie film written by modern art icon Salvador Dali. Thought lost forever, this mislaid masterpiece has finally arrived, recreated as a graphic novel based on an original script, etc. So it's a mysterious surrealist woman, figure whose very presence transforms reality with a chaotic help and so on and so on. That's the general gist of it. It is a really, truly odd book. This is by quirkbooks.com. And there's the spine. And the book opens. That's, see there. Now, the actual book is just plain weird. I have to say, there's the general gist story. That is the gist of the story. It is just plain weird. I loved it, I must admit. Just think this came out in 2019. And ladies and gentlemen, etc. There's program, various presentation, lots and lots of details, notes from various people, information about the artists. So there's quite a decent introduction, which I love in books. I think all books should have some sort of level of introduction, just give a bit of background. So you can, Dali and Harpo, so you've got a story about them, and then you've got, say, the initial strange meeting, then lots more, just great. So the book takes a bit of time to start, so we're into page, before we actually get to the real film, the film, which is obviously not a film, but a film that was never made, but the script. But this book in total is about 230 pages. But I love this book. This is absolutely beautiful. Really well drawn. So starts out fairly straightforward in terms of the story. However, the surrealist woman, and it just goes weird. Very odd, very strange graphics all the way through. Lots and lots of odd, of course, the Marx Brothers all the way through it. Lots of oozing and weird things with hands, thousands of hands, and it's an interesting of the period, the Hollywood period. Obviously, you got just the Marx Brothers, just completely weird all the way through it. And that's the only word that comes to this book. I think just beautiful artwork, really quite nice quality paper. Absolutely beautiful though. But just odd. Just the world ends up breaking apart into some oozing sort of thing. Reality falls to pieces, and surreal. It is surreal. I keep saying weird, but surreal. But great story. It's one of those books that you probably have to read a couple of times to actually think, that's what it meant or what the reasons behind it. But frankly, there's lots of just plain oddness throughout. So once you got all the way through the book, which is just brilliant, I totally recommend this book. Just superb. But if you're not into weird, so if you just want superhero stuff, you want, what's your name? Fine. I love superheroes myself. Love that sort of stuff. But just you want some oddball story, this book, I think, definitely fits that sort of thing. And this is also, it's got weird things like alternative endings. It's got pages from history. It's got obviously letters. You've got notes from the Salvador Dali concept of comics. You've even got breakdown layouts at the back. And you've also got a lovely picture here of Dali and Harpo at the back page as well. Total gem. This is a very unusual book, but one I think that's worth checking out. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So, Giraffes on Horseback Salad, even an odd title.